come to realize that you cannot care about me the way that I care about you. You know my feelings. I do not know what you are saying. And you do as well. There is nothing I want more than for you to have a happy marriage. I know that this marriage thing that you're saying is you want me to become the outfit of the kingdom. It's cute. I know you want a happy marriage with you. Friends, I will ever want it. But you can't be happy with me. And I myself, I cannot be happy with you. Knowing that you're nothing more than a second choice. But then, let us not commit ourselves to a life of unhappiness. When I found out that you gave me what is me composure, that was when I knew that you could never love me the way that I love you. But what you do, it is okay. You cannot love me. That's what those tools are in pregnancy. Let me just talk through what options there are. First of all, there will be initial warnings from the CMS. Thereafter, payment can be taken directly from a parent's wages, benefits, or even their bank accounts. If that fails, then we want to apply for what's known as a line freezing certificate. That is essentially recognizing the debt and therefore giving the CMS powers to seize possession of the payment. If that fails, we're looking at more serious sanctions such as the removal of driving licenses, passports, or even a prison sentence. But it's important to stress that those latter sanctions are used in very few cases. And what we can do in Operation Haven to practice being around 790 million, that's almost 800 million owed to the children of this country. The numbers are significant. The CMS will say that they've managed to arrange 11 billion pounds in payments since 2012, and that figure of around 800 million pounds is just 7% of that whole amount.
And we saw you in your report speaking to the head of CMS, Simon Hunter. What did you say to him?
Well, we heard him there apologising for the mental language calls for both paying parents and receiving parents. But it was also quite statistics that in the vast majority of cases, the system works well, it works effectively. They have been seeing improvements in compliance over the past 3 years. Just for a bit more context, the CMS comes under the Department for Work and Pensions, and they too have been striving to modernise the system, make it more effective, make it faster. And look, reforms are due. The main reforms being moving all parents onto a collect and pay service from a direct arrangement. So that would be an additional 450,000 cases being added onto the CMS's caseload. And things are is going to be able to cope. Add to that, there are plans to reduce the fees, that 20% additional fee and 4% receiving parent fee. But again, there's a bit of ambiguity as to when these reforms will come to bear. The much rooms in 2027, 2028, we don't have a clear date for
it. As always, thank you so much for your reporting on this. Thank you so much for having the senior Cougars at Panorama Programme, Child Maintenance, Parents Under Pressure. It's on the BBC iPlayer right now. Tonight it will be on BBC One at 8 o'clock if you are in the UK. Police are continuing to question a man arrested on suspicion of murder after the death of a 55-year-old man who was bitten by a dog in West Yorkshire. This has seen a German Shepherd Mackenzie report.
A murder investigation is underway after a man died following a dog attack on this public footpath in West Yorkshire. Police were called here at around 1:30 on Saturday afternoon, following reports of an altercation between two men. A 55-year-old man was bitten by a dog and seriously injured. He was taken to hospital and died several hours later. Another 55-year-old man was arrested on suspicion of murder and on suspicion of possessing a dog dangerously out of control in a public place. He remains in police custody. Police say a German Shepherd dog believed to have been involved in the incident was seized by officers. In a statement, Chief Inspector Michael Cox of West Yorkshire Police says it is really important that we understand the circumstances of what has taken place. We know that two people, one named Simon, stopped to assist the injured man. Direct officer who referred these two people to come forward to help us with our ongoing inquiries into this tragic incident. This is an area popular with walkers. Police believe others may have been here on what was a busy, sunny Saturday afternoon. Greg Mackenzie, BBC News.
Rapper that Shakur was gunned down in the Las Vegas Strip nearly 30 years ago, creating an infamous unsolved case. Now, Dwayne Kennedy Davis is standing trial for his murder. Charlotte Hill's report is flashing on this.
Tupac Shakur is still one of the most influential rappers of all time. In 1996, he was at the height of his career. That same year, he was gunned down, shot on the Las Vegas Strip. His older brother, Nadeem Shakur, remembers getting the call.
Worried. I was just worried how bad it was. All I had was that stuff. So these ladies, I didn't know the status of things. I was tough to be there already survived being shot 5 times. I was just praying that it wasn't as much as it was.
Nearly 30 years on, the only man ever charged over his killing is on trial. Dwayne Davis has pleaded not guilty. This all goes back to the night of September 7, 1996, when cameras captured Tupac and his entourage attacking PPP's nephew in the MGM branch in Las Vegas. Hours later, a white Cadillac pulled alongside the car Tupac was in. The rapper was shot 4 times and died 6 days later.
Tupac was just a fascinating recovery aspect. He provides good, just dance tracks, just like you want to just cruise the windows down. But he also recently was talking about social justice issues, to sit down and actually parse the lyrics.
For decades, there was no arrest and no trial. Then in 2023, PPP was arrested, charged with first-degree murder, which he denied.
Much of the evidence against PPP comes from his own words. In his memoir, he says that Tupac's attacking his nephews ultimately realized to do so. He then describes being in the Cadillac and supplying the gun. Prosecutors say this is his account of masterminding the attack. PPP now says his description is not close.
Prosecutors must now convince the jury that PPP's story is an admission, not an invention. Reprieve says he's cautiously optimistic. He says no verdict can give him what he truly wants.
I want my brother back. It was that. I want my little brother back. I can give him stuff. The amount of pain, stress, heartache, that family is going through, our friends are going through.
Shannon Taylor, BBC News, Los Angeles.
From the as always, has been
Need funding for your business? Get a loan from 30,000 rands to 5 million rands. Funds that are 48 hours from approval. You need the funding now. Apply, get it approved, and take up the funding when you need it.
Love the sound of all this? Go on, treat yourself. Luxury lives and lifetime. Every Thursday at 8 p.m. New and exclusive.
Let's get rolling. Food truck races is the Gulf Coast best Texas, Houston, we have a problem. The father's office is set up in Miami. It's a sports button road trip. The rule of this means not allocated for million food truck winners. This is $25. Come on, get each other. This series is the Great Food Truck Race. Saturdays on Food Network.
Live from London, this is BBC. Hamas says Israel should be forced to accept US-backed peace plan for Gaza after the British leader held a President Trump signed law. President Trump says he's asked the US military to dramatically scale back jointly with the exercises with South Korea. The US actress Hayden Panettiere, best known for her roles in Heroes of Nashville, has died at the age of 36. Aid agencies scramble to help people on the Indonesian island Flores after two powerful earthquakes left more than 50 dead and displaced thousands. Family, friends, and fans prepare to say a final goodbye to one town. Hello and welcome. Donald Trump's Middle East envoy Jared Kushner has arrived in Israel, where he is expected to meet with the country's prime minister later. It comes a day after he led a rare act with Hamas on the implementation of the US-backed Gaza peace plan. Mr. Kushner is reported to have pushed Hamas for a disarmament that would be verifiable with the key demand of Israel, which has refused to withdraw from the territory. The diplomatic push comes days after Hamas publicly agreed to disarm in exchange for Israel withdrawing from Gaza. Let's speak to our Middle East correspondent Joanne now, who's in Jerusalem. And Joanne, first of all, just tell us more about the meeting with Hamas.
So from what we understand, it was Jared Kushner as a representative of the Board of Peace, along with the High Representative for Gaza, Nikolai Maladnov, who's been doing a lot of negotiating with Hamas, along with also the British former Prime Minister Tony Blair, who were present at this meeting with the Hamas delegation headed by Hamas overall leader, Gilad Shalit, who's also been the chief negotiator in talks representing Hamas. And not much has been publicly said about the content of this meeting, but obviously the aim is to try to kind of keep the deal alive that was agreed between the Board of Peace and Hamas, seen as a major breakthrough by President Trump, and hailed by him just at the end of last month, after months of discussions, because it really seemed that disarmament was a key sticking point in advancing President Trump's peace plan for Gaza. And then last week, a setback when the Israeli Prime Minister came out and rejected this 15-point roadmap and said there had to be full, genuine disarmament by Hamas before there would be Israeli troop withdrawal from Gaza.
So just tell us more about
expected today with the Israeli leadership and about the internal pressures that have been expressed publicly now on the Prime Minister?
So we can expect, the representatives of the Board of Peace